And joining us now to discuss the tragic loss of this entertainment icon, our celebrity stylist Phillip Bloch and comic Searle. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much.
I love having you guys here, but not under these circumstances.
I know.
So sad.
This is too sad.
It is.
But I've already called, and I'm trying to get a hold of the Show Tunes collection.
All right.
Cooper doesn't want them, and I think it should be mine. She was my fashion fairy godmother.
I'm going to fight you on that one.
Oh, wow.
The bidding begins. All right, for Hollywood.
Well, you know, she was known for her wicked one-liners, but
Yes.
she was so much more than that. Talk to us about just how big a deal she was to the entertainment world.
She paved the way. I mean, as a comedic actress, for me, she was one of my icons.
Yeah.
And I look to her, and I will continue to look to her because she was so funny, and she found the humor in the darkness. And throughout her life, too, which I think is such a testament to the type of person that she was.
Yeah, well, I think one of the biggest things she did really was discover me.
No,
really?
Well, tell us that story.
Yeah. How did that happen?
I think everybody would agree with that in the room, right? Yeah. Let's give it up for Joan and me. Yeah.
I mean, she should have left right after that.
It was over.
So, yeah.
No, you know, Joan was really one of those people. She really helped a lot of people.
She did.
Jerry Seinfeld. She brought Jerry on when she was hosting The Tonight Show and Johnny would take off. And she brought Jerry on, Drew Barrymore.
Louis C.K. She was
Louis
very
C.K. I saw a great interview with Drew and her one time, and she said, the last time I had you on, your feet wouldn't even touch the floor.
So how instrumental was she in the early days of your career?
Well, she had her deal with E, and they used to bring me on the show all the time, and she actually gifted me the first E Golden Hanger. It's not quite an Oscar, but there's a great picture of us from Fashion Week last season. It was so great. We just had a great relationship, and one of my funniest stories is when she first met my father, she made a beeline for him. We were coming on to shoot something, and she just went right for him and said, "You must be Philip's father. Congratulations. How wonderful to have a son that's employed and working. Is he sharing that money with you?" I mean, she didn't say I'm Joan Rivers.
Yeah.
None of the proverbial cliche stuff. She went right for the cash.
Show me the money.
Yes.
You know,
we are getting paid today, right? Because Joan wouldn't have it any other way.
Of course, of course.
That's okay.
Shannon's got you.
Yeah, I got at least
and then you're
$5.
going to the Hotel de Cap with him to celebrate.
Getting that $100 he was going to give Beyonce.
A big check with a lot of zeros.
Well, you know, Kathy.
She worked until the end of her life, and I think one of the things that people will remember most about her is that she lived, and she was so energetic until the very end.
They call her the hardest working woman in show business.
She really was. She really was.
She peaked in her
were just talking
70s and
about
80s.
that.
We were saying that. And how many 81-year-olds even Instagram? Yesterday when she passed, my whole feed was pictures of her, one picture right after the other. We were at the Castello Italia Pietro show, and I was with Miss J and Padma Lakshmi. And we all just, I saw it first, and I was like, oh my God. And then they saw it. It was just really something to cross the generations. And I think a lot of it was, you know, the fashion stuff. Kids love fashion, older people love fashion. She crossed generations because, as you said, she had a really tough time. I mean, she was banned. Tell the story about when she won her Emmy. It was kind of fascinating. She cried when she won her Emmy. She said, I couldn't even get a job 2 years ago.
I mean, she really did. She struggled. So, again, as a female comic, looking to her, I mean, she busted her butt.
Yeah,
And 81. At 81, she was one of the most successful women. So that's, for anybody watching, don't ever give up.
Well,
and
absolutely. That's
really,
the motto, the tenacity. That's what I learned from her. Don't ever give up. And she would say that to me all the time. We would have talks about, you know, oh, why isn't this working this way? Or, you know, you're trying to get something accomplished. And she really is someone, and she had a husband that committed suicide and very, very public.
She'd been banned from NBC for decades because she dared to defy Johnny Carson and go and have her own show on Fox.
Yes.
But with Celebrity Apprentice, she came back, and that really relaunched her career.
We were talking about that. I think it put her back on the map, and a new generation, with the help of being on E! Fashion Police, really brought in a new fan base for her.
Well, you know, I think a lot of the fans either loved her, and some hated her, but they loved to hate her.
They
which was the
feared
great
her.
thing.
Well, we love a bully. Everybody, especially this generation, we like a bully. We like to see somebody who's a little sarcastic, a little raunchy, a lot raunchy, a little garish, and she was all those things, and she would admit it. More jewelry, more fur, more everything. She She was not politically correct by any means.
And she was honest.
Yeah, and she was
about
honest
it.
about other people, but she was equally as honest about herself.
Yeah.
And I think one of the things that appealed to people is that she was really self-deprecating.
Well, and that's the thing.
Yeah.
If you can poke fun at yourself, the audience is on your side.
Exactly.
They really are, because it's real, and that's what she was.
She said her
real.
face was more plastic than Tupperware. I mean, who says that about themselves?
I know. Well, we talked about it last week when they said she was in the hospital getting her throat fixed. I'm like, that's her neck. And we told her to keep her hospital gown closed, poor thing. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if she's not really gone.
Oh, stop it.
I know, Joan. She could be up to something. She might not be done with yet.
Well, if she's not gone, she'll definitely be on the red carpet somewhere, because she really modernized the way red carpets are run today. And the who are you wearing? Everyone says that now.
Absolutely.
Tell us a little bit more about her influence in the world of fashion and on the red carpet.
Oh.
Well, you can't not talk about her QVC career. I mean, it's several $billion over 21 or 24 years, and several billion. I mean, that is a lot of money. And she did it before it was cool, before Miss Tina, and before everybody else was on there,
She
Mariah
started the
and Mary.
trend.
Yeah.
Absolutely. She did it when it wasn't cool, and she made it cool because she did it. And in fashion, she alienated everybody. They took her off the red carpet because she didn't have her facts right, and she was saying mean things about people. But we loved it, and and it was must-see TV. You tuned in to watch her.
Make celebrities cringe.
Exactly.
And to make celebrities cringe. Yes.
Absolutely.
But ultimately, what do each of you think her legacy will be?
That she could always make you laugh. Like you had said, she found the humor in the dark times, especially in her personal life. And the fact that she was that real and open with everyone, with the world. She invited us in. The documentary, the book, everything. She was absolutely incredible, and she will be missed.
The documentary is so important to see.
It's so important.
It's
to
so
watch
important
it.
to see for anyone because who thinks that this life is so glamorous. And she never got too big to play the smallest venue. And that was the interesting thing about her. She, we were saying, oh, is she an A celebrity? Is she a B? Is she a B plus? Well, we always have to rate everything. She never got too big to play the smallest club. And she was scheduled to host something last night. She was scheduled to do gigs all over. I mean, that schedule is still going, I mean,
That's true.
for me, it's her loyalty and it's the laughter we remember whenever we remember.
Well, we definitely will remember that laughter. And you guys will be back later in the show to help us laugh at some of these headlines that we know Joan would have.
I mean, there's a lot to talk about.
Okay, well, don't say it yet. Don't say it yet.
Joan.
We'll be back with you all later. Can we talk? Yeah, we will talk about it
My
later.
gynecologist.
Boy,
Until
we'll talk in
then,
the
tweet us about your favorite Joan Rivers memory at Arise TV 360.